The only thing that I did is make sure that it doesn't require Oblivion for it. That's the only thing that I can technically claim credit for. And also some of the items so that they don't get knocked over when you punch into it. I had to sort of remember exactly how to do it. And I forgot about it. And for a lot of these scripts, I ended up getting help from someone off of the Nexus forums. I might put, if I remember, I might put a credit to him kind of thing for helping out with the script for a lot of these other ones that I needed help with. Because there was a couple of ones that I got really confused with. Because, like, the way that I interpret it is that it works. So I have very little coding knowledge, just as a context. Like, I have very little coding knowledge, but I know how a normal computer will run it. The problem that I am having is translating that portion of it so that Oblivion reads it and goes, I know what you want. I know exactly what you're trying to do, and I'm going to give it to you. That is the portion that I am getting, not stuck on, but that is the portion where I'm getting sort of, not derailed, but that I am sort of getting, like, delayed with, because I'm trying to translate it, and most of the sort of documentation on the construction set aren't actually still not as available as they were before. There was one in which I was trying to look at, there was images to kind of show you exactly how you're supposed to do it. The images aren't there anymore. And so I was kind of stuck, and I'm like, how am I supposed to, do this one thing if I can't have images? So yeah, so I couldn't really do it. It was a lot of fun. That's why so there was a lot of ideas that I had to scrap because of the fact that, like, it took too long, or I couldn't find people that could help me out, or they were misinformed of what I wanted to do. So I just scrapped the idea entirely. There was one person in which that they were getting very confused on what I wanted. So I kept trying to clarify, and this person kept saying, oh no, my script will work. It's like, not the way that I want. So pretty much what I ended up wanting to do with my mod is that I didn't want it to require any other sort of external or any other sort of applications in order to run. So the one person kept recommending a script that requires an external program in order for it to load those scripts. Although this program is more so needed for a lot of other mods, but I didn't want mine to be requiring said thing. So I decided to tell this person, yes, I understand that this program is exactly what everybody needs because it helps out with, like, sort of, like, dang it, I had a track of mine and I forgot about it. Like, I know it helps out with mods and execute them properly and make sure that they work as appropriately as possible. But the problem is that I do not want to require this because, in my mind, it's only a matter of time before Bethesda implements it onto the Nintendo Switch. And that once there is a way you can implement mods into it, I want mine to be loaded up, like, first thing, pretty much, right? Like, that's the first mod I'm putting in. And I know for a fact that you're not going to be able to load that program on the Nintendo Switch. So that's why I am trying to... Did it say dig is disabled? Weird, because I use body slam. Whatever. But that's the kind of way that I'm thinking of it. And I know that's sort of a limitation that I'm putting on myself, but I find that that's kind of cool. Because then at the very least, any sort of script or any sort of, like... Not object. What am I trying to think of right now? So anything that you see that's a part of my mod, you know that, for instance, that like my duplication altar or my garbage can script, you know for a fact that, hey, that is a vanilla, like that can be a normal vanilla feature. Like that's not using an external application or an external whatever kind of thing to get that to work. Oh, I thought it was a trainer battle. Oh, there's the trainer battle. I know there is, I think, one item that I might sort of reconfigure kind of thing, because I think I might not use it, but I still like the effects that it gives, so I might just change it to something else. But for the most part, yeah, like all these scripts are actually really nice. Most of them are vanilla scripts, just slightly tweaked kind of thing to fit what I'm using it for. But for the most part, yeah, they're all just... Some of them are mostly just my scripts and other such stuff. So I know one that I can definitely tell you... Oh, there was a trainer there, okay. There was one in which I had to kind of tweak because it doesn't fit what I wanted. So if you've watched... Actually, is that even out? Oh, is that even out? Was I just about to spoil that? Oh, man. Oblivion was today, right? Or was it Pokemon Red? I forget. No, it was Cybercraft, okay. No, I was just about to spoil it, literally. So... there was a chest, or there was 2 chests pretty much, but I'm gonna end up changing it to 4. There was 2 chests that were in my sort of lodge's basement, pretty much. And I think I showed it off during the first session, so go back to it if you really want to know. But there are these 2 chests. One is supposed to be the Fighters Guild Master Chest, which I don't... It might just be the save, it might be because I forgot to do something, I don't know. But I could be wrong on this, although I don't really think so. So the thing is that with the so one of them is for the Fighters Guild leader, and the other one is for the Archmage of the Arcane University, or for the Mages Guild. Now, to my knowledge, I didn't know if there was a script that could restrict the player from accessing a storage unless they were a certain rank. This was new to me. So that's why I kind of like didn't implement it onto the Archmage's chest in my house, of course, or in my mod. So when I found that out, because I think there was another mod we installed which had something like that, and I went, oh, you could do that? So I went, ooh, this could make, like, you know, this could restrict people from, you know, accessing it prematurely kind of thing. So before you become an Archmage, you can't use whatever the Archmage's chest is for kind of thing. Okay, there's the Hygger again. Which I think is a very good idea, though, for me to actually kind of put at least some kind of restrictions for it. And I want to kind of do something similar to, what is it? What is it? I can't remember. Oh yeah, for the Fighters Guild, and the other 2 guilds as well. I don't know if I spoiled them already, but on the Oblivion session, but still. Like, I want to do something really cool with it. I think for Fighters Guild, it's more so going to be like, you get a certain amount of gold each and every time. I don't know, because I know the ending has a choice, but I don't know if it changes anything. I'm going to go take a look at the scripting of that portion and see if there actually is like a tally or something like that. So what I might do is I might change the tally system, or at least implement it into my mod, where like if you've picked choice A kind of thing, you get like more gold than before kind of thing, or if you pick choice C, you get less gold or something like that. because I think that that is pretty much the best thing that I can end up doing. But ultimately, I think that it doesn't really matter too much. But pretty much, no matter what, as soon as you become the Fighters Guild Master, pretty much, like, I'm gonna see if I can do it the way that I'm thinking of doing. So, like, a once a week kind of thing. It adds money to the chest kind of thing. I know for one of them, I might make it so, though, it might just add random, I think, jewels kind of thing, or something, like, very, very expensive. I think that'd be kind of interesting to have. And then another one will be... that it adds some kind of mysterious items to your chest kind of thing, which I think would be kind of cool. Like, don't worry, like, each and every chest is going to have a theme kind of thing. Right now, I don't want to change the mesh, or at the very least the textures of the chest kind of thing. Just each and every one of them is going to have a different name. I think the Archmages is just called Enchanted Chest, because I think it's literally just a carbon copy of what the original Mages Guild one was. Because it's literally what it was. But for the most part, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and name it Archmage's Chest if I haven't already. And so on and so forth. Like, I'm going to name it, like, Guildmaster Chest for the Fighters Guild, and then whatever the other two guilds are named, pretty much. There was another one that was actually kind of interesting, and I might see if I can end up doing something really cool with it. So there's an item in the game in which that breaks a certain level of, like, that's very, very unique, pretty much. And what I was thinking of doing was sort of not implementing into my armor, but implementing it into a way of my armor that it can use it, kind of thing. But I think that it's kind of broken now. But I think there's a way I could do it, though. I think there's a way I could do it. And I also have a script that's actually very crucial to a lot of other scripts as well. So there's that as well. There's one that I think I called it Soul Link, and this one is actually the reason why our character is able to get the Conjure Armor spell kind of thing, and is able to use said spell. That is the whole purpose of it. That's pretty much what it does. It gives you the armor when you don't have it, and when you don't have it equipped. Yeah. So when you don't have the armor equipped, or you don't have the armor summoned, is more of the actual right term for it. So if you don't summon the armor, and you want to get the armor spell, pretty much get rid of the armor and you get the spell. That's pretty much all it does. But there was supposed to be a hidden feature that actually goes with one of the cool things that I wanted to end up doing, but right now it is on hold until I figure out how to get it to work. Okay, there we go. Because I think that would be kind of cool, though. Yeah, so I think I'm going to try and do that 1 year special. Again, it might just be a different special kind of thing. It might just, like, it's definitely going to probably be an anniversary, well, not an anniversary, but it might be definitely a special video, though. Because I think it's going to be a very interesting episode for that, because I think it's going to be not one of the best ones, but it's going to be a really cool one, in my opinion. Because there's only very few episode, or even games for that matter, that I actually would love to do this kind of thing for. And I think after... So since this is going to be uploaded pretty early, before I think that session is... No, I don't even think it's been edited yet. But before that session is even out, so I might not spoil it too much, but pretty much... after this current one, we're going to be able to do our first mod, which is going to be pretty cool, because I actually would really love to do that, because if you don't know this already, I just want to pretty much talk about something right now, because it's going to be really weird. Go, yeah, we beat the Geodude. I have a thing where I want to kind of do a side series beside Oblivion. The side series is going to be called Oblivion Mod Playthrough. Not Modded Playthrough, but Mod Playthrough, where it is going to be solely just us going through a Oblivion mod. So pretty much, like, we go into an Oblivion mod, we sort of just go from start to finish kind of thing. There was a thing I also wanted to do. It's still a plan in progress kind of thing. Don't get me wrong, it's still a plan in progress, but what we're going to do is that for the more popular-ish mods, because I have a few popular mods that I definitely would think that people would definitely like to know about this kind of information.